I actually
So
go home tomorrow, back to London.
you are living the dream right now. You are in a University College of London, right? Is that
Yeah,
it?
University College London.
Came to us junior year with a specific mission. I have to get a 5 on A push.
A software that graded my work for me.
Well, it's great to see you, Calla. How was your holiday?
Brilliant. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
very lucky. I'm glad to be back. It's really nice to see everybody.
that's
But
awesome.
yeah, been having a good
Uh,
time.
yeah.
I actually
So
go home tomorrow, back to London, so
going back to London, well, I appreciate you making time for this.
sure.
So yeah, let's just kind of review. So you came to us junior year with
Mhm.
a specific mission. You were like,
Yes.
I have to get a 5 on A push.
Yeah,
Why
that was
was
a big one. Well, I applied to all British universities, and their equivalent of what they need for entry level at university isn't called an A level, and the closest thing we have to that here in the US would be the APs. So I really need to score high on those APs to get into the schools I wanted. And I've heard about A Push's reputation, and I really did not know how to go about scoring my own work and figuring out where I was at with that. So that was why it was so important for me to get that high score, especially in that course.
Got it. So you started working with us, was it February, March? I forget.
Um, yeah, that sounds about right. Maybe January.
And so I think mom set up the call, right? But you
She
were like,
did.
but you
Yes.
you were like a big like let's just do it in terms of like working together in terms of like you like just if it works, right? Because like I use you as an example of like this girl was already probably gonna get a 4 without me.
Sure.
Because you were very disciplined, you were very easy to work with, you self-managed, but you kind of ate up a lot of the stuff that we did, like with the great like what stood out to you the most in terms of going through the program?
Sorry, repeat that.
What stood out to you the most, like going through the program? Like why like you I think you enjoyed it because you're obviously here.
Yeah. Um, One of the coolest things that you had was a software that graded my work for me.
Hmm.
So sometimes I wouldn't get the motivation to write out a full essay or in full length or anything. So it also had broken down pieces of it, like each section of the A-push exam. I could just go onto that, find a prompt question, write out that blurb, put that in, and it would tell me exactly what I needed to improve upon. It gave me a score on each of the categories and knew the test would score on for that question.
Why
Uh,
was that so helpful to you?
because it's what I needed the most was someone to tell me what I needed to improve on. And especially, I could keep putting answers into this machine until it told me it was better. And then I knew what I had changed exactly and what made it different. And it was useful because I was able to access this a lot, very often. And when I built up those segments over time, I could just put full answers into this bot, and it would take me 5 seconds to get a reply back, which was really cool. I liked that program a lot.
Huh? Gotcha. And I think you did more than 4 practice tests with us, right? I think you
Probably.
were. I th
Yeah.
and so what? And you ultimately like the score came back in July.
Mhm.
What was the feeling towards all that?
Brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I was really happy because that opened up a lot of pathways for me with my college applications.
Amazing.
Yeah. So it was a huge relief. That's probably a good way to say it as well.
I gotcha.
Hmm.
So you are living the dream right now. You are in a University College of London, right? Is that
Yeah,
it?
University College London.
University College, interesting. University and College of London, right?
Just University College London.
No, I know, but like they combine both words.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a funny backstory about just the history of London, but yeah.
So what is that like as compared to the US system so far, like in terms of what you've seen?
Hmm. I mean, the funny thing is when people ask me that question, I say, I don't know. I've never been to college in the US.
Well, I
Um,
mean, in terms of, I could assume that your peers probably have stories of like their high school and how it's a little different, right?
Yep, definitely. They have different focuses towards the end of high school. Something that's interesting, you might find interesting, is that they specialize in their last couple years. So they have what's called college, but it's their last 2 years of high school before they go to
Hmm.
university. College for us is after the end of high school, but technically it's all the same years, where they really focus in on their A levels and they choose which A levels they do for those last 2 years. And those tests Obviously, they matter a lot for their university applications. So the interesting thing is, I have to put that on top of my regular work because it doesn't have the same emphasis in the US, which made it harder, made it a lot
Yeah.
more important that I was confident in what I was doing.
Is it more writing, rigorous or like writing at the university?
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I couldn't tell you if that's just my school being quite a known difficult school and my degree especially, but a lot of my assignments is a lot of reading and a lot of writing, just an essay every now and then because they want one. Might not even read it. Might not even ask for
Is
it.
that I mean, it just depends. I mean, I don't know if I did that. I did a lot more writing in my master's program than maybe first 2 years of college
Oh,
in
sure.
America. So do you feel better prepared for that? I know, I mean, we played a small part in that in terms of the writing, but do you feel like a little bit more prepared that you've written so many AP exams and done like argumentative based writing before?
Yeah, totally. I have problem questions as well for a lot of my courses. I take criminal and contract law, and often my professors will come up with some sort of legal scenario and will request a more problem-based solution rather than an essay. And that was also the case for some of the A-push questions, right?
Hmm.
It wasn't exactly a full essay. You had to alter your style of writing a little bit. So it was definitely helpful for me to have some sort of previous knowledge of that style. Yeah.
So you're gonna be what, an international lawyer?
Something like that. Yeah. We're
Pretty
seeing how it
sweet.
goes. My opinions change all the time based on all
Okay.
the branches of law I'm exposed to, but all of them are pretty cool.
Do you have to learn a different language as well?
No, I could have taken law with French law or Spanish law, but it would probably require me being a bit better at Spanish and French, which I'm really not
Right. I
at
gotcha.
that thing.
Okay. Awesome. Well, it was a pleasure having you, honestly. Like I said, I still very much remember the tutoring. Not every student I remember, but I remember just that you were like, I'm getting this five and very motivated to keep on it. So I appreciate you making a little bit of time. We've been talking to a lot of my alumni lately, just kind of catching up and seeing how they're doing. So wish you nothing but the best. Love to stay in touch, especially with your mom. I know you got a brother coming up through as well. And so yeah, keep crushing it.
Yeah,
Enjoy.
yeah, yeah.
If you,
Thank you.
I hope
It
you
was
get an
very helpful.
opportunity. I know you want to come back and visit your parents. I don't know if they're listening or not, but if you get a chance to explore a little bit more of Europe or whatever, you get some time. It's a great place to be, obviously.
Oh
So
yeah. It is really cool. I'm very glad I've got this opportunity.
that's awesome. Yes, I taught a student. He was class of 2015 who went to Newcastle, and she loved every bit of it.
Yep, just up the road.
Yeah, cool.
Dang.
All right. Well, thank you. Have a safe flight back and stay in touch.
Thank you. Keep doing what you're doing. Very
I
happy.
appreciate it. All
Thank you.
right. Talk to you later. See you. Bye.